Greetings once again to the wonderful Doctor of Ministry scholars here in the 897 experience. In the summer semester of 2023, we're taking baby steps, but moving right along through this course, which is designed to lead you step by step into the composition of a very successful a proposal, of course. So welcome to Module 3. Now we're moving on, while not forgetting the work that we have been doing and maybe need to complete. Week 6, which means Module 3. Module 3 will be a 3-week module, just like Module 2. So kind of as a summary of what we've been doing so far, transitioning from Module 2, summary of the literature, to Module 3, biblical, theological, and historical foundations, which I usually just call the BTH foundations. As you know, these are the two big pieces of your proposal. They probably will comprise 2/3 of your entire proposal. So we're taking extra time to do them. Both are 3-week modules. And so you'll remember in Module 2, Week 3 was given over to our Zoom opportunity, and then to organizing your research notes, taking out and separating from those notes those that relate specifically to scholarly literature, those that relate to either biblical studies, Christian theology, or church history. So you organized your notes, and then in Week 4, you proposed a summary outline of what you would like to do for the lit summary section of your proposal. Very important opportunity, because no doubt whatever outline you come up with that will present your research in a kind of a logical way is the same outline you will end up using in Chapter 2. So a very excellent, good, valuable exercise. And then, of course, at Week 5, which we're still basically in, you composed your summary of the literature section. So I'm looking forward to receiving your draft. Whenever you submit one, I will send you a note saying, okay, I am counting this assignment as complete. And I will send you specific feedback notes by way of an email, a message. And so that's how that's going to work. If you feel like you're getting stuck along the way, for sure, send me what you have and let me work together with you. When we start into Module 3, the BTH foundations, then we're using the same kind of a rhythm. So this coming week, Week 6, you will be completing and organizing your notes, feeling confident then that you have you divided them, in this case, between biblical studies, Christian theology, and church history. And it's really, the foundation is easier, isn't it, in the BTH foundations, because rather the organization, the outline, because your outline usually is just those 3 pieces: biblical foundation, theological foundation, and historical foundation. But you want to begin to organize then maybe some topics under those 3 headings, as well as key sources under those 3 headings in Week 7. So we'll take our time to carefully and gradually do it. And then in Week 8, you will compose your draft of the BTH Foundation section, which I will then partner together with you in finalizing that as we go forward. In terms of resources, in Module 6 specifically, of course, there are the PMIN897 review files. I have been able to put them all back into Canvas, but they're in their own section at the bottom of the modules section of our course. And so if you're interested in reviewing some of that, both PowerPoint presentations and audio files, they're all there. So you can go down and find them if you're interested. Of course, there is the BTH description and rubric, which you will use specifically in the 3rd week of the module, but I think you will find it helpful, because even here at the beginning, it goes to some length to describe in detail this assignment. And then, of course, we have some great reading resources. Once again, Cresswell is really a very important source for us, and as well as Sensing Chapter 3. And then we'll have our Zoom meeting. We'll have our 3rd Zoom meeting, where we will just really look in depth, more than this a video announcement we'll do to make sure that you are clear on what it is that we are doing in the BTH Foundation section of your proposal. And so in terms of the work that we're doing this coming week, you will complete your lit summary. Some of you are still finalizing that. If you have submitted a draft and I have provided you with feedback, then you're using that feedback to finalize, kind of tweak, or refine that document. And once you have it, then send it to me. That will be your final lit summary document for the proposal. So once we have that finalized, then all you will need to do is copy it and paste it into your proposal. And then you will be researching your notes, your study notes into these 3 sections. And we'll look more at the background of why this, this chapter 3 is what it will ultimately be, is the unique to a Doctor of Ministry program and dissertation. And so you will be really demonstrating your facility, your understanding of 3 separate disciplines in one chapter, in this case, in one section of the proposal: biblical studies, Christian theology, and church history. So I want to be able to look more specifically at that in our Zoom meeting this coming week. So this 3rd consultation will be, of course, on Tuesday, June the 13th, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll review the progress so far. Are you running into a problem? Do you have any questions? And then we will discuss the important and unique role of the BTH Foundation's section in your chapter 3 will be called the Biblical, Theological, and Historical Context. And so I really want to unpack why this is important and give you some sense of direction as to how your research notes need to reflect those 3 disciplines. And so we will describe the BTH Foundation's research and the writing process and set you up for success when it comes to this area of your proposal. So I'm looking forward to that opportunity to be together with you again on Zoom. As always, if you have, and I assume all of you have activated your Regent Zoom account, your link then in our Canvas course should work just fine for you. We need to have a firm foundation for what we're doing as Doctor of Ministry students, and there's no question that for us uniquely, that firm foundation is biblical studies, Christian theology, and church history. And so we have to be able to engage with those areas. Being able to engage with scholarly literature strengthens the nature of your project, strengthens the academic research element of your project. But ultimately for us, we want to unpack these 3 areas. And so we're going to begin to work together on that this coming week. And I hope you will thoroughly enjoy this. This is really more up your alley when it comes to ministry skills, preaching, teaching, etc. So we will work together on that in the coming 3 weeks. So in the meantime, as always, be sure to let me know if you have any questions, if you run into a problem, if you're feeling stuck, let me go. Let's get unstuck together. And I'm confident that you will do very, very well. So God bless you, everybody. Just have a wonderful week.